Infatti eravamo ancora qui, quindi Asa Wawa Pagliattini, qua c'è più pagliata la gestione Pagliattini, si spera sempre copiosi sotto c'è LinkedIn al Paradise, gruppo di ludica e video ludica su Facebook. Eravamo rimasti qua nella Ryu Industries, Raju, le Blatt, qua della Ryu Industries.
I've got my eye on you.
Ci stiamo cacando sotto. Ho sbagliato.
I better do this right.
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
Se non ti dispiace adesso. Guarda che bella la mia nave qua, guarda che bella, quanto è grossa. Già, hai ragione. Mi sei noiosa.
Ciccio bello alla bua vuole te.
Sei proprio noiosa.
I appreciate it.
Questa sigla ti va a partire quando ti ho conosciuto. Nella testa.
Stupida. Oggi guardavo dei video che parlavano appunto di Starfield, analizzavano come la navicella fosse in realtà semplicemente un cambio mappa, punto A, punto B. È una stupida e invidiosa.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Howdy.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
Hard to get better prices for a hauler.
Please do not interfere with my tasks.
cool spacesuit.
Tipo qua l'ho stecchito.
I feel sick about what Mr. Hope did. But what could I do?
Niente, Sista.
Make your questions snappy. Every rivet, every piece of plating goes through my team. If you've got a Hope Tech ship, it means I've crawled through every inch of her at least once. Just stay safe on my floor, all right? We'd be dust.
Just keep it wholesome.
Che nave di merda.
Do next. When you have the time. I must confess, the hum of a grab drive makes me feel alive.
Manipolatore di eventi. Mi piace.
Hey there. Got an update for me? Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh,
Sono tornato
before
qui
I
al
forget,
boss.
the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was very pleased with the outcome, so she arranged the bonus through Linden. Apparently you said all the right things when it came to Arthur. Quantum Synergies actually reached out to us to negotiate the potential deal. You earned it. So, back to business. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely. Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market.
The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor. You'll find the Trident Luxury Line star yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system.
Remember, same rules apply. Don't get caught, and don't make a mess.
Benji. Bar.
Don't worry. Your ship's in good hands.
Hey, what can I do? You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. Looks to me like you've already
Abitacolo. Easy. Cerchiamo un po' di accorciare i passi. Fare una pausa. Fare una pausa.
Metti a girare la sigaretta, dai.
C'è sta già.
C'è già?
Sì.
Tu lo vuoi il cambio di stagione sulle calze?
Non lo so, a parte che non ce l'ho già tutte lì, scusa.
Sì.
Madonna, che è comunque bello, cioè è da rifinire ma è comunque bello, ok. No, non me la toglio.
This is Restart Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Per ora non avevi comprate ne ho, l'amante dell'ho rubata, questa me l'ha andata quando sono
You don't appear to have an
stato con il
appointment, but
Ranger.
we welcome walk-ins. Doc, and let's see how Trident Luxury Lines can help you.
Fai tutte le volte.
Io.
Sistemi qualcosa.
Ti piace la tua camera da letto? È spaziosa come la volevi? E allora noi siamo felici perché lei è felice. E andiamo a fare la spia, la ratta industriale.
If you have any questions about our product line, perhaps I can help.
Get a moment.
Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines,
giornali.
where we craft the finest and most luxurious starships in the galaxy. If you have any questions about our product line or would like to book a cruise, I'll do my very best to
Praticamente non
assist
ne
you.
ho.
Now, How may I help you today? Unfortunately, all of our cruises are booked for the foreseeable future.
Ma che cazzo maledetto a
That should
fare?
speak
Ma
volumes
stupida,
about the
scusami.
quality of our products. Our cruises become more and more popular every year as new models are released. Is a Trident best in class, top to bottom? No. Clearly not. Deimos has fantastic missile batteries. Stroud Eklund's shields are a thing to behold. But what a Trident may lack in those areas, it more than makes up for in style, luxury, and comfort. A cruise on a Trident can be a truly life-changing experience. We do not sell ships or parts at this location. And it's not like you would have any use for parts or modifications anyway.
Grazie.
A Trident ship is already perfect as it is.
Dato che chi è
Let me
qua,
know if I can assist with anything else.
Lo ricordi?
Mhm.
No funny business, all right?
Io vado su.
Break.
Is here?
Allora.
Excuse me.
Could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
You sure you're in the right place?
No, forse ho sbagliato. Fra. Ah, madonna. Non tocca sana sta cosa.
Welcome to Free Star Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. All right, we're done.
Il punto limite sarà quando mi chiederà di uccidere quel ragazzo. In quel caso no, manderemo a puttane tutto qui.
There's always work to be done. Pace yourself.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that schematic? Good work. R&D's been looking forward to this one. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process, but first, Ulara wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
Come sto facendo dei bei soldi, eh. Solo per quello mi gasa un sacco.
such a good view of all the little people who usually wants to crush under their corporate heels.
Can I help you? Name and appointment.
Salvini? Ho letto male.
Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting.
Questo è
with
chi è l'erede di Salvini.
can
Adesso
wait here or in the
rileggiamo.
lobby
Poi
area.
sembra un po'
I'll let you know
Pivetti.
when
Sembra un
she's
po' la
ready to see you.
Pivetti.
I see Imogen Salso
Voglio proprio
is supposed to
leggere.
be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I
Ah,
thought.
Salini.
Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Vai io.
I've got my eye on one option. God, Ularu. Is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job.
Bravo Sam, spingila.
We can talk details later. My next
Keep
appointment's
out of my
here.
way, and I'll keep out of yours. But you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite
Sono alla fine un ranger del
No,
freestyle,
my
quindi
dear Jeannie here
sicurezza
says
è
you've
roba
been
mia.
through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every
Sicurezza.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly. Good, because if not, I can't imagine we have much use for you here at Ryujin. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So, his finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So, if you have negotiation skills, use them. Oh, you'll get the information if you want to hang on to your job. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
You see, this is why I could never be a spy. Razor Derby is just terrible. I could never say that.
You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie.
Che faccia?
Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you.
Bellissimo.
Now,
Sam.
if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Ciao Paglietti, ciao.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Si comincia a fare interessante qua. È il voler sapere dove va a finire che mi spinge tanto a continuare.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Mi sto impiegando in strane missioni, però ora ovviamente la principale, come ogni Bethesda, l'ho accantonata. Dovrebbero solo fare un po' di ritocchi e sarebbe quasi presente alla perfezione.
Traveling with you has been something else. But the best part is when we're charting course for the next jump. I never feel at home planetside. How about you?
Non credo proprio che filtreremo con Sam.
Well, how non-committal of you. See, the people I don't get are the ones who never go anywhere. They stay in their own hometown, they just live and die there. There's a whole galaxy full of wonder and things you could never imagine. How can they be satisfied with one tiny sliver of it? I mean, you're right, but I think everyone should at least get out once. Go someplace, meet people. Get out of your comfort zone so you can really see that the worlds are more than just little issues and bickering. There's a mess of ugly out there, but my God, there's grandeur too.
Ma non avevamo già presa l'altra volta. Sì, comunque l'abbiamo presa.
Space. That great void. That's the stuff for me.
No.
I want to be the code that finds something deep out there.
Questo sta bene.
Solomon got us here in a big way. I'd like to discover something that moves people. Makes them feel just a bit of what I feel when I jump systems. Not knowing what's next.
Guarda qua. Fermo, non mi schiacciare la testa. Bello. Gesù. No.
Always keep him guessing. You know, it's funny, as much as Jacob, my dad, cashes in on the family name,
Bambolina.
he's got no adventure in him. And I get it. It's dangerous, sometimes scary out there. But that's what exploration is. Going off the map and seeing if there truly be dragons. I couldn't ask for better company.
Fai così.
Ok, finito di rompere le palle.
E tu, Go! Che c'era? Papà ci ha portato sull'acqua. Aia, porco Dio! E poi ti offendi. E mi fai male. Devo strappare con le unghie. Fai una cosa, dopo vado a prendere l'acqua.
Vado via. Guarda che ci metto 3 ore. La mia naturale poi, la vuoi?
Però fatti i cazzi tuoi la prossima volta. Cosa? No,
I'd hate to live my whole life in a bubble.
Se non sbaglio l'avevo già conosciuto in una delle prime missioni questo, sì. Ti diceva qualcosa il nome.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not
Used to think I was Vanguard material until I discovered that.
Wait to get out of this place. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going? Not much to see. Same old buildings, same old rocks. What I wouldn't give for a beer and some real entertainment around here. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. Damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stock
Non
Rights.
è vero.
It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the
Non hai capito
details.
niente.
So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes,
Gigi, tu mi fai
but
schifo.
that is why I'm also
Io non ho
offering
detto che
you a
fanno
little
schifo, ho
side
detto che a te
job
fa
if
da
you can
fastidio
spare.
quando io
Now the reunion is
tossisco,
stiffing us with their
tutto sembra che
expenses. Our
vomito.
laughing boy over here
E
has
ti ho
an
detto
overvalued
perché
sense
loro non
of
sembra che
proportion.
vomito. Ma non ho detto che fanno schifo i miei bambini. I miei bambini sono belli. Basta zitto. Bisogna persuadere questo ragazzone dal sorriso affabile. Guardate, guardate che facciata vincente.
For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth. Huh. Let's not overlook that this could be the only time we do business. Yeah, I hope so. Put it that way. All right, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now? You're going to like it. As you may guess, being an informant is not without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list. Melai Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee to be waived.
I'm not a fan of bounty hunters, but this seems a little cold.
You're doing me a tremendous favor. Just know she won't go down easily, so be prepared. Malai's ship is called the Datura. And like I said, you can find her in orbit around Saturn. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Proveremo a trattare con lei.
Bella.
Magari riusciamo a salvarla, tanto prima o poi se no qualcuno sarebbe andato a ucciderla. Salut. Sì, perché in effetti noi siamo buoni, non dovremmo andare in giro a fare i cacciatori d'Italia. Comincia a prodarmi la barba, devo accorciarla. Che bello Marte.
Può essere calcolato?
That's about enough. State your business or I open fire.
Vai, Eva, prendi uno. Prendi uno. Prendi uno. Bravo.
More like it.
Ti dati i mozzicotti.
Tell me what you're doing here. I'll decide whether or not to strip you for salvage.
Gli hai dato i mozzicotti. A mamma i mozzicotti hai dato. A mamma i mozzicotti.
Oh yeah?
A
So
mamma.
what? Yours the only
A
thing
mamma
around
si danno
here
i
that looks like
bacini.
that to me. So,
Non i
give
mozzicotti.
me one good
Non ti
reason
danno
why
i
I shouldn't
mozzicotti,
feed you
mamma.
to the void.
I mozzicotti.
Simon will never.
I mozzicotti a mamma. A mamma, i mozzicotti. Starti in braccio alla tua mamma.
I mean, it'd be nice to be able to relax a bit.
Guarda che sei proprio un monello. Un monello. Un monello. Tu?
Perhaps. But just how do you propose we manage that? Because I intend on staying very much alive.
Abbiamo messo la tua arma, Gioia.
He wants the very thing that protects my life.
Un monello. Un monello sei. Com'è Ugo? Un monello.
You can have Ember.
Chi è il monello
But
di
you have to come
mamma?
aboard to get her. You have my word, you won't be harmed. For whatever that's
Sei
worth.
il monello. Questo è brutto.
Come avevo previsto. Così dovevo andare.
Amore di mamma Eva.
Solo in culo 2 volte.
I'm sure whoever's in that ship will be thrilled to see.
Dai. La notte. Porco Dio. Non ci arrivo. Ok.
Che cazzo è stato? Ma ci vede che cazzo fai?
No, ero chiamata.
Non tu, lui. Sam.
Gioco al nome, porco coglione. Ogni riferimento è puramente casuale.
I'm impressed. Simon managed to find someone with guts to come after me. I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that he wants Ember as proof of this. He knows I'd never part with her. We were a thing for a while, until the coward sold me out. I'm sure he regrets it, considering I survived the attempt on my life. And now, I live to blackmail him and make his life a living hell. So if Simon told you I wanted him dead, it's bad. I want him very much.
No, Eva è bella.
Ah,
E ti tira
I don't think so. You really think I'd let you just waltz onto my ship and I'd hand her over? If you knew anything about me, you'd know honesty isn't my strong suit. The only truth here is that I've intended to kill you since the moment you set foot on my ship. I'm pretty sure I've already made up my mind. So you're the persistent type. Well, sorry to ruin your plans, but if I kill you, then I don't have to worry about that. You make a good point. If you manage to find me, you certainly know who I am. And I don't know a thing about you. Oh, I'm sure. Enough of this. I'm done talking.
Time to check. It's good to be out and about. Lives get stuffy sometimes. Better we get it than someone else. I could really bend your ear when you got it.
Ci ho provato.
You need something?
Questa storia ci fa capire che dobbiamo aumentare il carisma. Culo, merda. Vedere se riesco a comprare un po' di rifornimenti.
Colony space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
This place.
I'd appreciate a chat. Need some work done? Anything I can help you with? You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken can be... Freestyle Rangers. You did their dirty work and then some. So how'd you feel wearing the badge?
Well, good on you. It takes a certain type of person to thrive there. Me,
È stata una bella
I never cared much
esperienza.
for being a ranger. Too many of them try to force the world to be only black and white when it's anything but. Take Ron Hope. I mean, the guy's a legend. Before him, Polvo was a desperate, depressing place. Everything he did was to keep his people employed, to keep Hope Tech standing in a backstabbing world of megacorp politics. I really hope you're wrong. But you probably aren't. Tough calling what to do with Ron Hope. Taking his hush money wouldn't have set right with me. But I wonder what's gonna happen to Hopetown without him. I think Paxton Hall went out of control. But no doubt Ron Hope bears some responsibility. As much fun as it is being a ranger, I hope you can start focusing on constellation business. There's plenty of mysteries left in the good old Milky Way to discover.
Grazie per il tuo parere, ma non ce ne fotte un cazzo.
Crime's at an all-time low around the world.
Look who survived the devil herself. Well, either that or you decided to pay her. So, that lying she-devil finally got what's coming to her. I've been looking over my shoulder for the past 5 years now, just wondering when she'd show up to put a bullet in my chest. I haven't given it much thought. The truth is, I never thought I'd see it. The only thing I know for sure is that I'm sure as hell not going to use it. A world without Malila is strange. I always imagined I'd be happy knowing she's gone. Perhaps I've been running so long now that it will just take time for the relief to set in. You know, why don't you keep that gun of hers? I think it's time I left the past behind. Yes, let's. Enough about the past. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself. Nice doing business with you.
We all want to look our best. Am I right? I'd give anything for a transfer to another enhanced office. Somewhere more. Certainly. Be safe.
Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Cool. That's what we do here. Come back anytime.
Hello. Do you have business with Governor Hurst? I see. Well, luckily, Governor Hurst enjoys visitors, and his schedule is fairly empty at the moment. I see no problem with it. You're very welcome.
I couldn't be prouder than to govern the UC's first major space colony. Ah, hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick. What can I do for you? I can answer your general questions about Sidonia. Nothing venturing into politics. Sorry, but it's my strict policy that I only speak with select members of the press and major political donors who are serious about making changes for the future prosperity of Mars. If you have to ask, then I'm afraid you can't afford it. We don't use that word around here. I do take... politics. You shouldn't be so surprised that money greases the wheels of the political machine. Even though I'm a UC-appointed official, I still need to rely on political donations to help me make decisions on how to allocate funds and resources to various lobbying parties. The money goes right back into the local economy, you see? I'm sorry, I can't, but if you have any other questions about Sidonia, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I should get back to what I was doing. Standard protections from the media and anyone who would go to them. I'm sure you understand. Considering I don't really know you, I'm not sure how to answer that. But Sidonia is a beacon of industry. There's plenty of work to go around. If you have mining experience, you may wish to check with whoever the current Deimos mining director is. Or maybe check with the Deimos Star Yard corporate office. If those aren't your speed, then there are a number of local businesses that are always looking for help. Enjoy Sidonia.
Non ti prenderei a pugni.
Deimos, they make one hell of a ship.
Sometimes I feel like these mines just run themselves. I like to think it's amazing how smoothly our mining operations run with me in charge. I got
It's not easy, coordinating corporate efforts between the Star Yard and here. Hello there. Do I know you? Ah, I see. Well, I'm Leona Hawks, Deimos Star Yard's corporate liaison. Anyone who deals with our office likely deals with me at some point. I suppose I'll be seeing you around. I coordinate between Deimos Corporate and the other operations, such as the Star Yard itself, and the mining operations here on Sidonia. Deimos Star Yards Corporation is a complex entity, given that the different divisions have different goals and priorities. My job is to make sure those are all in alignment.
E a noi ce ne frega proprio una sega.
Have a good day.
A reduced noise ordinance is in effect every night from 2200 hours until 0500 hours the next morning.
Pardon. I'd love to take a vacation.
If I had the time.
Let me guess. You're here because you were working a cutter, accidentally nipped your thumb off, and you need me to reattach it again? I can't honestly tell if you're being serious or not. But you're standing, so it must not be that bad. And I'll take anything over another workplace accident. Sorry. I tend to think the worst, since the overwhelming majority of my patients come here to treat entirely preventable accidents. I know it's my job to help people, and I love doing it, but I do wish they'd be a little more careful down in the mines. I'm Dr. Flynn. What can I do for you today? I've heard of experiments like this. It's possible you have alien DNA sequences in your genome. A standard gene therapy procedure can remap these altered sections of code. It's perfectly safe, assuming you're interested. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision.
Yes, what?
I keep telling myself, next year, it's back to New Atlantis. Out to the backwoods. Let's have a little look-see at ya, shall we? I can barely see what's wrong with you. Are you sure you're not coming in here just to see me? Oh, good. This looks like a nice and easy patch job for once. All right. You're good to go. Now stay safe out there. I've got whatever you need to help fix you up. Stay healthy.
Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated in the event of unforeseen tremors.
People always ask me what I
Detonation occurs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's hard not to worry. Your spouse.
Particle detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
How's the saying go? Show no mercy.
What do people put these poor engine parts through?
Just kidding. How's it going?
I'm a little busy.
A reminder that spring
Can I help you with something?
officially sanctioned holiday, and that it is not advised to allow children into potentially
Oh, in that case, go right ahead. I wouldn't want to be causing any sort of security breach. How long is this gonna take? Great. I could use the break. I'll be back in a little bit.
Via dalle palle.
tried hacking once. Still have a scar from it.
And the legal neuro, as you can imagine. Those visitors can't wait to get off this run.
Devo capire dove comprare le parti nave, quello potrebbe tornarci molto utile ora.
What's wrong with me, but Neon might be my favorite place to visit.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Newell.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it. Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. Project Dominion isn't an Infinity LTD prototype. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Don't wander into any restricted
This is
area.
our latest junior operative.
Keep out of my way.
I sent him on an
and I'll keep
assignment
out
to
of
rendezvous
yours.
with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity LTD has gotten their hands on Project Dominion. Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
I've got my eye on you.
I hate it. It's just more time to doubt myself.
Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity LTD has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation. Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us. This deal could be huge for my company.
Good, you're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department. We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included. We certainly are. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her, but he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment. We don't deal in trust here. Think more in terms of mutual benefit. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing. At least one of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up.
We even try hard not to kill non-Ryujin employees. Crazy, right?
Good. No one can know about this, not even our own guards. So stealth will be of utmost importance. In fact, as much as I appreciate the words of your associate here, you may be better off heading in alone. Any precautions to mitigate risk should be taken. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
Don't cause any trouble.
The Eugen CEO is no joke anymore.
Side's a bad place for tourists these days.
Sauvages. Nice.
Hey, I'm busy. You want the good stuff?
You got an appointment? 'Cause if not, consider this area reserved. Oh yeah, Dalton's little errand runner. I've written up a program just for the occasion, but as Ryujin knows, it's yours for either a price or a favor. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not. Ryujin is my second best long-term client. I hear you. Alright, you win. No wonder Ryujin hired you. A pleasure, as always. Your job is simple. Just run this little beauty on Ularu Chen's computer, and the program will take care of the rest. Once you're done, bring the slate back to me at my place. Whatever encryption Ularu has is bound to take some real work. More than my little setup here can handle. It's nice to see you know more than just sneaking around and talking a good game. Here's the slate. I'll be waiting.
You gotta drop some of that. So Ryujin owns Drone. I think they own Tayo too. It gets so confusing who owns what.
Uff.
Stop in the name of the law! You don't belong here. I'm taking you down for questioning. Nice try, but the building is off limits. You sure didn't get in by any authorized... I'm starting to think you're trying to get away with... Don't get bent out of shape. I hear ya. I'm trying to be reasonable here. Look, I'll trust you. But if any of us catch you on another floor, we'll shoot first and ask questions later.
Like corporations don't control people enough as is.
È un coglione. Ci ho messo 3 ore.
At least got hurt. But the sooner we're done with this reusable bullshit, the better.
Neon's the only place where my talents are actually respected. So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping. Just brimming with confidence, aren't you? But I've seen your work in the trade tower, so I'll at least give you some credit. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look.
This is some serious hardware. I've seen some sweet setups, but wow.
This won't take long. Basically opens an all-access back door for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set.
Quindi cosa mi dice alla fine? Fra.
I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software. You do that. Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
Sides of bad.
Been waiting here for ages.
You must be in someone's good graces to be invited into the executive floor.
My career will be over if this deal falls through. My company's future.
You have the files. Well, I assume success is in order. I had a few reports, but at least nothing that set off any red flags. I expected as much. Now, let's see what we have here. Was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. She has the means and access, but
non ci
things
credo.
are rarely so cut and dry.
As corporate heels go, Imogen's all right, I guess. Her being the mole just doesn't smell right to me.
Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. We have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her. If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogen would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corporation and get caught. Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
I've got my eye on you.
You certainly spared me.
Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do.
Let me guess. Waiting for Imogene?
I'm sure you can tell by now she isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work.
April, I finished that research you needed done.
I'm not even sure that's any business of yours, but I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know?
Well done. This should be enough to get me back in the field by next week.
Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. Besides, speculation is far more fun. I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
The Syndicate is bad news. They're probably in bed with Benjamin Bayou. Might even be his puppets. Any way you cut it, this is gonna be tricky.
Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him. Or maybe I'd love it. Keep the workplace interesting, right? Word of advice. If you're planning on foregoing authorization and just tiptoeing your way to Imogene, park your friend at the door. Two's a crowd if you're trying to lay low. Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
Don't cause any trouble.
They know how to make a client feel welcome.
No Imogene, I see. Could she really be onto us already? Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin Bayou. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky, he may even help us get to Imogene. Good, because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet. Let Bayou know that you're there on Ryujin's behalf. He may ask for credits or even a favor. Just give him what he wants. The sooner, the better. We don't want to give a clever mind like hers any more room than we have to. Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she's truly the mole, she'll have a lot to answer to. If she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it as an admission of guilt.
Me l'hai già detto
I'm
questo.
afraid you'll have to dispose of her.
Siamo tutti molto dispiaciuti.
Imogene has the potential to do this company a great deal of harm with her knowledge. She knows the consequences of betraying Ryujin, which makes her dangerous. If the situation does take a turn for the worse, I only ask that you perform a thorough search for any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship cloud your judgment.
Quello non lo so, comunque. Ragazzini, non so cosa dirvi, a me questa Ryujin mi sta mandando proprio fuori di testa, complotti, gente che si ruba i segreti, segreti d'azienda, come cazzo si chiama, insomma comunque abbiamo capito, c'è tutto questo inghippo e macchinazione, e ora la mia mentora Imogen e chissà dove, e io devo andarla a trovare, ma tutto questo nella prossima puntata, Zawawa, ragazzini.